Today we're going to be talking about Chrono Crusade. It's a different anime. I don't really usually go for the whole religious thing. It's not really my style. Um, but the anime actually turned out to be really interesting. I actually just watched it. I just finished watching it. It is the story of Rosette Christopher and Chrono, who's this demon, and he's pretty much the strongest demon there is. Uh, Rosette finds him in a tomb that is underneath of the orphanage that she is, living in as a kid, and it's her and her brother Joshua, who is another main character. Um, what ends up happening to them is that they, you know, something happens to Joshua. I'm not really going to spoil it for you, but he ends up having Chrono's horns somehow, makes him, nuts, as the typical anime thing. Uh, Rosette ends up having to strike a deal with Chrono so that he'll have the power to stop her brother from pretty much just, you know, destroying everything. Uh, which is pretty much the basis of the story, is that Rosette and Chrono are locked in a contract, which is represented by this clock that hangs around her neck. And they're looking for her brother because he disappeared after the whole, thing. Uh, what I like most about this anime is that even though it is a religious anime, and they really do try and tie it in to like the whole theory of God and Mary Magdalene, and they actually mention there are 7 apostles in the anime, but they also make it a point to just, no matter what your religious belief or anything like that, they they make it a point to where these people, like Rosette, is just extremely friendly. Her character is set up so that she's really energetic, very friendly, always trying to help people out, no matter who they are. Doesn't matter. In one of the episodes, she actually tries to help out a mafia member who, and so she really doesn't care. As long as you're a human being, you're worth saving. You're worth helping. Um, and I like that sort of character. Chrono, on the other hand, for most of the anime, he's portrayed as being somewhat weak because he kind of is, because he can't use his powers without taking away Rosette's life. And you, they kind of have a thing going, so he doesn't really want to take her life. Eventually, what you find out is that it's got this really solid story that kind of builds slowly, and it's not like your typical jump around everywhere anime. It does follow a set path, which is nice. Also, it's it's got a different ending. Uh, so all of that put together, it really makes it an interesting watch. Uh, I think it is currently on. If you have an Xbox, you can get it on the manga app that's on there. Otherwise, there are some episodes, on the YouTube somewhere. I've seen them. And then there's, the big T. Uh, but anyway, check it out. I'm sure you'll love it. I loved it. If you don't love it, tell me you don't love it. If you do love it, tell me you love it. Uh, as always, subscribe, like, comment, let me know what's going on, and I will see you guys on Monday.